sold over 182 items on Poshmark and eBay. And y'all, I didn't work in June. I am taking this. What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Sarah from Sarah's Styles here. Y'all, I'm taking the summer off. I have been out there enjoying the time with my children and working minimal hours on my Poshmark eBay reselling YouTube. You know, you guys are watching me on YouTube channel. I am essentially turning this into a passive income for the summer. And in today's video, I am going to bear it all for you. I have shared, you guys saw the thumbnail, almost $7,000 gross income. But what does that actually look like as a passive income in a Poshmark eBay YouTuber channels? I have told you the gross number. I'm going to tell you the split out. So how much of that is actually from things that I am selling on Poshmark and eBay, how much comes from YouTube. And then I also have digital products, what that split out is, as well as my gross. I'm going to tell you what my cost of goods were. I'm going to take out my shipping and fees expenses because it costs money to run a business. I'm going to share it all for you and let you guys really see that very last number, the net number, what actually makes it into my bank account after I save for taxes. So if you have ever wondered how much a reseller actually or YouTuber actually makes, or this is something that you're kind of debating whether you want it to be a source of revenue or maybe take that next step up and go full time, stay tuned. All right, so before we get into the numbers, I do really want to talk about this being a passive income. It's not a passive income. It is this summer, but I put in a ton of work. So what I'm doing this summer is under a half an hour a day. I am sending out eBay offers every day, which takes, if you guys know eBay, I have lots of tutorials on it, but it takes 30 seconds. I'm shipping daily because I am making daily sales. So I'm shipping daily. However, I have a lot of processes in play, and I'm doing videos at the end of July that you guys can see some of the processes, how I do this so quickly, but I can ship in under 2 minutes, typically in a minute, an item. So I can ship 10 items in 10 minutes. I'm doing that every single day. And then I am launching drafts every single day. I spent most of April and May getting so many photos ahead so that I can send them to my virtual assistant. I do have a virtual assistant that creates listings for me in eBay. And then they also cross list and do various activities on Poshmark. That is part of why this is passive, because I have trained someone and I have spent the time to build up my eBay, build up my Poshmark, and train someone to be able to do this back end stuff for me so that I can be out spending time with my children. We are going to be looking at June numbers. And if you're new to my channel, just a little bit of background so you understand kind of where these numbers are coming from. I am a stay-at-home, work-from-home mom. I sell mainly women's clothing, shoes, and purses, thrifted items, as well as liquidation pallets. I will link a video up here if you guys want some comparisons between the two of those, and not what this video is about, but I definitely do some comparisons. So I will link that video up there as well. As mentioned before, I do have a virtual assistant. Obviously, you guys are watching me on YouTube, so I also have a revenue coming from YouTube. And then I do also have 3 digital products, 3 dashboards, so that you can look at your data and analytics as a reseller. So 3 digital products that I sell, as well as 2 courses. All of that goes into this gross revenue that I'm sharing with you. I'll show you the split out, and then we will get down to the nitty gritty and see how much actually makes it into my bank account. All right, let's jump into it. So this is a monthly video that I do. I share these numbers every single month to help you, one, realize how much resellers actually make if this is something that you want to go into, or help you understand kind of how to do reselling as a business. So if you're not familiar, this is essentially my P&L. I'm very comfortable in spreadsheets. My husband actually built this one out. Well, he built the main spreadsheet, and then I built these graphs to share with you guys on my YouTube, but this is essentially P&L. So what starts at the top is your gross. That is everything goes into it. How much buyer pays for an item, including shipping, taxes, fees, all of that, the top end. And I mean, $7,000, right? Like I'm $5 short of $7,000. But what does that mean? So let's come on down here. It means I sold 184 items. You cannot take an average sale price for this because that gross, and I'll share with you guys in a minute, that gross does include my sale or my dashboards, courses, and any social media affiliate income that I'm getting that I'll share with you guys in a minute. My cost of goods. So how much did it cost? Those $184 items that I sold, how much did those items cost me? $1,734.72. So that is going to give me, well, let's go down actually one more line to my gross profit. So this is my gross profit, which is still kind of the top line. My gross, how much people paid for items and dashboards and courses and everything, taking out my cost of goods, how much it costs to sell these goods. Obviously, it doesn't cost anything to sell, minus my time to sell dashboards and social media, to do social media, right? So if you look at this, my gross percentage, the percentage of my profit, so how much my gross profit is of my gross is 75%. That's pretty legit. Fortunately, as resellers, we have a very low cost of goods. So that's going to put me at a gross level. That puts me at $279 an hour. Like, hello. I don't hate that. I actually really love it. So this has gone up. If you've watched previous month, this has gone up solely because I'm working less hours. I will link a video up here about these 184 items. I go a little bit more in depth into those, where those items come from, and kind of give you some more stats on those items as well. But my sales were down a little bit, but not as much as I thought, considering I wasn't really working. However, as mentioned previously, I really got things set up ahead of time so that I was able to not work as much. So yes, I was only working 5 hours, but I was really cranking it out and getting prepared for this. This is not something long-term that you can only do 5 hours. A week. Eventually, I'm going to have to go sourcing more. I'm going to have to take more photos and do more things. So keep that in mind. This is not a long-term passive income. You definitely have to put work into it, but it is nice if you're like, hey, I am going to go on a vacation, or my kids are home, or, I'm going to have a surgery or something, and you can plan ahead. It is a nice way to have a little bit of a passive income coming into it. Now let's get into that split out, and then I will go through and break out my shipping and my fees, and that percentage is going to get lower and lower. And then expenses. I have a virtual assistant. It costs money to run a business. There's other various things that I am putting into my business. I'll show you a split out of the expenses, things that I spend money on in my business. And then y'all are here to see that last line, how much actually makes it into my bank account. All right, this is my revenue split. So I sell on Poshmark and eBay. Those are the only two platforms that I am selling on. eBay, this is no surprise if you watch my channel, eBay is my main boo. That was not always the case. If you went back roughly over a year ago, Poshmark was where it was at for me. If you're trying to learn eBay, I have eBay tutorials, as well as I worked with Chris from A Daily Refinement. We did a weekly and then a monthly mentorship last year that really helped me gain sales, as well as just my eBay playlist in general. I understand it is not easy. eBay is not I'm going to list for a week and I'm going to see results. You really have to stick with it long term. But if you look at this chart, it is absolutely worth it. It is 64% of this income. And the reason that I can continue to make this passive income is because eBay doesn't take a lot of time. I can do bulk shipping in eBay. That makes my shipping significantly quicker. Even though Poshmark has bulk shipping, it's not the same as eBay. I've tried it and it actually takes me longer because you have to send it to your email and then you have to organize it. And eBay bulk shipping is actually faster, which helps me, as well as sending out offers. I can go in eBay and send out offers to every single watcher in a matter of seconds. I can run a sale quickly. I watch some of my other playlists, obviously. eBay is one of the big reasons that I have this bigger passive income. What's interesting here too, so you can see courses, dashboard, YouTube, and affiliates. YouTube was only 3.3% of my total gross revenue. Like I said, YouTube does not pay. This is AdSense, essentially. Those ads that you guys see on YouTubers' channels, they pay me to put that on my channel. So that's 3%. It's not a huge payout. However, I kind of put affiliates, dashboard, and courses all into like that social media little chunk of this pie, because YouTube, social media. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, all those. They don't pay me though. But those kind of drive some of the dashboard and courses. It's free marketing for me to get out there that I do have these dashboards and courses, and then as well as affiliates. I am an affiliate for, I think this is the only one that I am going to paid an affiliate for is List Perfectly. So if you guys are looking for a cross platform to help you cross list, I am an affiliate. There should be a link below. I think you guys get a discount. So I do have paid affiliates. I don't do a lot of affiliate marketing. I really only do it if, hey, I use a product and I really like it, then I will sign up for it. I don't, people, ask me as a YouTuber, hey, will you promote this product? And unless I really truly believe it, I'm not going to, because I really value you guys as viewers. And I'm only going to recommend something to you that I truly, truly believe in and think it is going to help benefit your reselling or your business as a whole. All right, so next we have shipping and fees. Before we get there, if you guys want to learn how to resell, if you want to learn how to do it as a business from side hustle to full time, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give me a like on this video if you like seeing the behind the scenes and all of these numbers, full transparency. Saving and sharing also helps it so more people can see it as well. So if you like it and you think other people would like it, truly appreciate doing some of those saves and sharing. And leave a comment if there's something else that you guys want to see, or if you have questions, definitely leave those comments down below. All right, so let's get into those shipping and fees. It does cost to sell your items. Depending where you sell it, it varies. You sell it on your own website, that's likely going to have less fees, but it costs to maintain a website and bring traffic to your website. eBay, my fees tend to be around 13%. So eBay fees get very complex. I have videos on it, but eBay fees, depending on what category you sell in, what your status is. I'm a top rated seller on 75% of my items. The rest are top rated sellers, so you get a discount on your fees there. And then if you do promoted listings, you only pay if it sells through promoted listings. So on average, I'm around at 13%. Poshmark is 20% to sell on. If you are selling on Poshmark, it is a flat fee of 20%. Nothing you can do about that. Shipping on eBay, it's essentially a pass through. I am not trying to make any money on shipping. So I'm in the middle of the state. It essentially costs me around the same to send it regardless of where I'm sending it in the country. And so I charge a flat fee, not to be confused with USPS flat rate shipping, but I charge a flat rate. So like anything under £1 is $4.99, because give or take, it's going to cost me $4.99 to ship it to you, right? Poshmark, you do not pay for shipping unless you offer a shipping discount. Very rarely do I offer a shipping discount unless I send an offer. I think in the past that's been roughly 15 to 20% of my sales I do have to pay a little bit for shipping. So that is going to put this chart. Let's move this down. That is going to put my selling fees are roughly $1,000. My shipping costs are roughly $824. Keep in mind, this is a pass through. For the most part, they are paying for this. So that gross number includes a buyer on eBay is paying $4.99 for shipping. And then on my profit and loss, it's just coming out right here, right? So that puts my contribution margin. Now we're down at, it's almost half. Let's see. I have the percent. It is roughly half. Look at that, Sarah. Quick math. So roughly half. So there is more behind reselling. There's more behind running a business. You have expenses still, and you have taxes. We are a business, you have to pay taxes. And if you guys didn't know, the IRS, part of one of the COVID bills last year, the IRS next year, we'll be sending out 1099s to anyone who makes over $600. Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, any of these platforms. So you guys really need to be considering your taxes, taking into account. So let's get into the expenses. How much does it actually cost me to run a business? So my expenses for the month cost $837. Guys, let me know what your P&L looks like. I'm always interested. This is what works for me, anecdotal, like this is my information. I'm interested to kind of see, are you falling in the same margins as I am? All right, so this is my expenses. What contributes to these expenses for the month? So you have shrink loss. So when I buy something and then I get home and realize it has a hole and I can't take it back, I already spent the money on it. I cannot sell it. That goes into the expense line. If you donate things that you've had for a while and they're not selling and you donate them, that goes into loss. That goes into an expense, because it is now, instead of being something that you bought and then it sells a cost of good, it is now an expense because it's something that you did pay for, but you're no longer selling it. Donations, that is the same, it's typical thing, it's same idea, right? Shrink or loss. As well as donations. Virtual assistants, you can see here the largest chunk for every single month for me is a virtual assistant. This for my business is mandatory, essentially, right? Like there is no way that I wouldn't have drafts to be able to make that gross income. You guys will see in a minute how much that allows me to have at the end of the day. I will tell you, based off of my business model, it is absolutely worth it to pay the VAs. Yes, it takes a little bit money out of my profit, but it allows me to get to that next level based off of my lifestyle. I worked less than 5 hours a week. Normally, I work 15 hours a week, including social media. There's no way that I could do that unless I outsource to other people. So that's definitely the biggest thing. The other thing that goes into this, office supplies, websites, consignment. So I haven't done consignment in a while, but if you are consigning with someone, that's an expense. Banking fees, it costs sometimes. PayPal fees, right? It costs to have a banking, phone, internet, electricity, water, trash, marketing, administrative, IT, and then I have an affiliate program that I pay out. So if you have the dashboard and you like it, you can get to be part of dashboard or courses, you can be part of my affiliate program. And then if you refer people, I do pay you. So that costs, that is an expense. Now, let's get down to that very last number that you guys are interested in. Before we get to that, I do want to talk about taxes. This is now where the taxes come from. Again, this is not financial advice. This is how I have my business set up. This is how I do it. Definitely talk to a CPA. Every state is different. Every business is different. I've had a couple of people comment on my channel in the past. So I just want to clarify: internet, electricity, water, trash. I work from home. So yes, those are things that I'm paying anyway. However, from a profit and loss and from a tax perspective, there are things that I'm taking out of my gross so that that bottom line is slightly less and I have to pay less. It's less to be taxed, right? All right. So after taxes, this is what I call profit before taxes. This is how much can be taxed. This is my taxable income. So profit before taxes, $2,612.35. That is 37%. So before I take out taxes of that $7,000, I am making 37%. Now, this is where your taxes is going to vary. But so definitely talk to a CPA. This is where your taxes vary. I am in the state of Colorado. We have a state tax, roughly 5%. Federal tax, I assume a 20% there. And then we're small businesses. You have self-employment tax, which is 15%. This puts me at a 40% tax bracket. This gives me a 40% taxes. So if you come down here, I saved, that 40% I saved to pay quarterly, and that puts me at $1,179.69. So you can see my hourly rate is $47. Hello, $47 to be able to stay home with my kids and not make anything. You can see when I showed you the expenses, yes, the large chunk of my expenses is a VA, but it still allowed me to make almost $2,000 a month not working. So if you guys like this video, I will do a playlist here of other reseller content that I think you might like, and YouTube thinks you will like this. Make sure to hit that subscribe.